Okay, so we can start. So we want to almost finish the chapter 7. So we're going to do 7.5b. Also, this is the application. So we're going to look at the application on uniform rates. Two of them, we're going to look at the uniform motion, and the other one is work. So uniform motion. So there is another section which we will not do the proportion directly and inversely proportional. So we are not going to do that. So we will only do the uniform motion and work. Okay, so we'll just go directly to the examples on this application. So let's start from this one. So this one deals mostly on, this one is more of work. Huh? So the question says, Paul can clean a classroom floor in 3 hours. When his assistant helps him, the job takes 2 hours. How long will it take the assistant to do the job? So how long will it take the assistant to do the job? So in this case, so we have Paul, which you can say that one is Paul. This Paul takes 3 hours. And then we have the assistant, which you can say, hey, this guy takes maybe T time or T hours to clean the floor. Now, the two of them, Paul plus the assistant, they take how many hours? 2 hours. The two of them takes 2 hours. So the question is, how long will it take the assistant to do the job alone? So what is the amount of work that Paul will do in 1 hour? And what is the amount of work that both of them will do in 1 hour? And what is the amount of work that the assistant will do in 1 hour? So in 1 hour, Paul will have done 1/3 of the work of the job. Okay? And the assistant will have done 1/t of the work. And both of them will have done half of the job after 1 hour. Now, what is this T? What is this T? So therefore, we say Paul, the amount of job that Paul has done now, plus the amount of job that the assistant has done in 1 hour, is equals to the amount of job that these guys will have done in 1 hour. Okay? So both of them will have done in 1 hour. So therefore, it will now be 1/3 plus what? 1/t equals to 1/1. So this is for Paul in 1 hour, and this one is for the assistant in 1 hour. If you add the two of them, then they will have done it. If both of them do it together, then they will do it in what? In 2 hours, they will have done 1/2 of the job. So what is this T? What is T? So we are applying the what? We look for the LC. So we multiply both by what?
60.
Yeah. So we multiply both of them by 60 and then 6. So what do you get? So what you get is, so when you cross that one and that, you get 2 what?
2.
When you cross that and that, you get what? Plus what?
6.
Plus 6. Equal to what?
3.
Then we can take the 3t, 2t to the other side. So you remain with 6 equals to what?
5.
Equals.
2.
So basically, the assistant will do the job in what? 6 hours. So t equals to 6 hours. So the assistant will do the job alone in 6 hours. So the assistant will do the job alone in 6 hours. Is that okay? All right.
Where do you get the plus 6 from? Like the 2t plus equals 3t.
So when you open this, so when you open these brackets here, when you multiply 6 and this one, you get what?
2t.
2t. When you multiply 6 and this, you get what? 6. Yes. That's how we're getting 6.
Okay.
And then equals to when you multiply this one and this one, you get 3. Okay, number 2. Someone can read for us number 2. Travis, can you read for us number 2?
Absolutely. Washing his dad's car alone, 8-year-old Levi takes 2.5 hours. If his dad helps him, then it takes 1 hour. How long does it take Levi's dad to wash the car by himself?
Okay, so this is similar to number 1. So you can try that before we do it. So washing his dad's car alone, 8-year-old Levi takes 2 hours to do it. So this guy takes 2 hours to do it, to wash it alone. If his dad helps him, then it takes 1 hour. So both of them will take 1 hour to clean. How long does it take the dad to clean the car? How long does it take the dad to clean the car? So we can say for Levi, it takes 2 hours to clean, 2 hours 15, 2.5 hours to clean. For Levi plus the dad, they take how long? 1 hour to clean. So what will be the dad's time to clean if he does it alone? So in 1 hour, Levi will have done 1 over what? 1 over 2.5, right?
Yeah.
Both of them in 1 hour, they will have done 1 over 1, which is 1 of the job. And the dad in 1 hour will have done 1 over what?
T.
1 over t. So what is this t?
Dad's time.
So what is t? So we say now 1 all over 2.5 plus what? 1 all over t equals to what?
1.
Equals to 1, right?
Yeah.
Equals to 1. Because this one is 1 over 1, which they both will take to clean. So what is the LCD there?
2.5t.
So you can just say 2.5t because you don't see another one there, right? So you can multiply both of them by 2.5 t, and then this one again by 2.5 t. So when you open that bracket, then you get t plus what?
2.5.
2.5 equals what?
2.5.
2.5 t. So you can take t to the other side, so you get 2.5 equals to, is it 1.5?
Mhm.
1.5 t. Then you divide both sides by 1.5. So what is our t? What is our t? So it's 25 over 15, right?
Mhm.
So 25 over 15 is what? Is it 5 all over 3? So 5 all over 3 ounce.
So where did you get the 1.5 from?
1.5.
Mhm.
So when you take this one to this side,
Yeah.
so it will be 2.5 minus what?
Minus
Minus 1. So you get 1.5. So you can convert this one to hours or to minutes or anything, or you can just leave it like that. So 5 over 3 is like 1 hour and what? So you can just say 5 over 3 is 1 and 2 over 3, right?
Yeah.
So 2 over 3 by 60 is what? So 2 all over 3 multiplied by 60. So that is 20. So 1 hour and how many minutes?
40.
40 minutes. So you can just say 1 hour, 40 minutes. 1 hour, 40 minutes. So this one is the time that the dog will take to clean the car alone. Okay, the third one. The next person online to read for us that. Josephina.
Yeah, I can read that. Lisa takes 3 hours to mow the lawn, while her cousin Barb takes 2 hours. How long will it take them working together?
So this is almost similar to number 2 and number 1. So Lisa takes 3 hours to mow the lawn, while the cousin takes 2 hours. How long will it take them to clean or to mow? So Lisa will take, in 1 hour, you will have done what? 1 over what? 1 over 3 of the job. The cousin, in 1 hour, will have done 1 over 2 of the what?
Yeah.
Of the job. So both of them, Lisa plus B, will have taken how many? 1 over T of the job in what? In 1 hour.
Mhm.
So what is what? So it will be 1 over 3 plus 1 over 2 equals to what?
1 over 2.
So LCD there is what?
16.
60. 60. So when you open the brackets, so you get what? 2t plus what? 3t equals to what?
6.
Equals to 6. So what do you get here? 5t equals to 6. So t equals to 5 over 6 over
6 over
5. 6 all over 5. So this is similar to what? 1 and 1 over 5, right?
5. Mhm.
So it's 1 hour. 1 hour. 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
So it's 1 hour. So So 60 divided by 5 is? Is it 12?
It is 12.
Oh, yeah, 12.
So it will be 1 hour. So 1 hour.
Do you want us to figure Erfman leave as the 6/5?
You can just leave it at 6/5 hours, or you can just convert it to the right side. Okay, so someone to read us for us number 4.
I'll read it. It takes Carl 8 hours to plant his
Okay,
garden.
before you, so I think Newton will require you to use the minutes. I think so. So you go try. So if it doesn't work with the hours, then you try with the minutes. How many times are you supposed to put your answer in Newton?
How many times you can only
Yeah.
do it twice?
Twice only?
Twice only. Then it will show you the answer.
So when you put twice, then
If you
and you
miss
don't get
it,
a correct answer,
if you
then,
miss it twice, it will show you the correct answer.
so that means you don't get zero.
Yeah.
So you get 100%,
You can redo the question.
and you still get 100%. Oh, okay. Then it's very easy. So you should guys be getting 100
Yes,
in all the.
yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was like when you don't get it, then if you get a zero across or a wrong after some time.
Yeah. As long as you turn it in, as long as you finish it before the deadline, you get 100.
Oh, okay. So why are you guys not getting 100?
I have
Oh, it's
100
because of-
I'm getting hundreds.
I have 100 on mine.
I got the first week, I got a 70 because I didn't realize the deadline, and so I missed the very
Oh.
first week. But other than that, I've got 100.
So make sure you guys, because I think there are only 3 questions of 4.
Yeah, I mean, I can finish an assignment in 15, 10 minutes.
That's the thing, if you miss them though, you'll have to redo a bunch of problems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you miss one, you probably have to do 2 questions in its place, but I mean, still.
Or if you miss one, they give you like 2 more
They give you
questions.
more
Yeah.
questions to do.
And then they knock back how much of the assignment you've.
Because there's like a little progress bar, and like as you get them
Oh.
right, the progress moves, and when you get one wrong, it moves you back, and then you just have to move it.
I think that is a nice thing, right?
Mhm.
Kind of.
And then you can kind of end up in a loop where you're just missing one constantly.
Yes, that does
Yeah,
happen.
and then it's, if you do
Travis is
really
right.
bad, it just says, oh, why don't you email your teacher?
Oh.
Or it says, why don't you take a break, work on
So
something
you
else.
take a break?
Yeah, it asks you to go do something else.
All right. Because most of the questions that we are doing here are in Newton, right? So if you go back and you do them, then you will just do it within 15 minutes and you're done.
Right.
Okay, so you can convert this one to minutes. So you can convert it to minutes. But when we do our exams, because even our exams, we'll be doing them in Newton. The way you're doing your quiz or your homework, then that's the way we'll be doing our exams. And then, of course, you will be writing and then you will send it to me and then I still grade it because the grade in Newton can be different because there are some questions that you need some partial credits.
Right.
And there are some questions which you don't need partial credits in your final exam. So I will still tell you what you are supposed to do in your final exam. So in your final exam, they're like, if the question is like 2 points, that one doesn't need a partial credit. It's only 2 points. So if you don't get the correct answer,
It's wrong.
then it is a problem.
I see.
So if it's more than 2 points, like 5 or 3, then you get some partial credits.
I see.
So she knows.
Do we have a quiz do we have a test this week?
Next week, I think.
Next
Exam is
week.
next Friday, right?
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I think exam is next Friday. Yeah. Let me confirm.
It's not next Friday.
I know you've not been reading, huh? Schedule for the spring. Have you been reading?
You have this weekend.
So, in fact, when is the week of 15th? Is which one?
Next week.
And it will be on Monday.
So it's Monday.
Monday?
It's the 15th.
Today is.
Today's the 8th.
Oh, man.
Today's the 15th, so I guess we can't take
Today's 8th, right?
Yes.
So your exam is on Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, your exam is on Monday.
Perfect.
The week of 15th to 19th.
So it'll be the 15th.
Yep.
Perfect.
So your exam is on Monday, the 15th. Yes.
Sweet.
So you have the whole weekend. to study. So, and the exam will be up to, the exam will just be up to section A, I think section 7.6.
Okay.
That we'll be doing on one. Let me check. So exam 2 will be from section 5.2 all the way to section 7.6. So you can find that in your syllabus. So
Okay.
section 5.2 to section, the last section that we'll be doing on so 5.2 to 7.6. So basically it's chapter 5 to chapter 7. Chapter
Make sure you give us some easy questions.
Yeah, the questions, of course, they're always easy.
Review, yeah.
The questions are very easy. It depends on how we will do it. But the questions, they're easy, right?
Depends on what kind of question.
The questions are easy, right?
It really depends. Last week, I was getting all the homework assignments in 4 questions. I was feeling great. Last homework assignment, I'm still working and I've done 25 questions.
Yeah. So have you done the quiz that I gave you over the weekend?
Yeah.
Was it easy? So that's like an exam. That was, those quizzes, I got it from the exam that was done last semester.
The one was a little harder, the one, because you had to multiply it by the 3. You had to do the 3 LCDs. And so I got a little tripped up on that for a minute, but it was.
Yeah, such questions will be in your exam. So make sure you be doing your quizzes. Yeah, so let's continue. Number 4. So it takes 8 hours for these guys to. So you can say Carl can take 1/8. So 8 hours to complete. So 1/8 of the job, you will have done it. This one is in 1 hour, okay? And then, but only 6 hours if his son, so the son plus this guy would be what? 1/6 of the job in 1 hour, okay? So how long will it take his son to complete? So the son, you can just say 1/8 plus 1/s equals what? 1/6. And then you just calculate it to get S.
Could you write it as 1/8 plus 1/6 equals 1/s?
No.
No.
Because this one is the time for what?
The following.
So 8 hours, this guy will take 8 hours to complete the job, the whole job. And then if he does this one with the sun, he will complete in 6 hours. So what is the time that he will take to complete? What is the time that the sun will take to complete the job? So here, this is the amount of job that is done in 1 hour for this guy.
Mhm.
And this, the sun will also take 1/6 of the job, 1/s of the job in 1 hour. Then it's 1/6 in 1 hour, they will have done 1/6 of the job if they do it together. So they will have done 1/6. So 1/8 in 1 hour plus 1/6 in 1 hour is similar to 1/6 in 1 hour for both of them. Okay? If they do it, both of them, then it will now be 1/6. Now you add for 1 hour for this guy and 1 hour for the sun. Then it is equals to 1/6. If you say, if you interchange, then it will give you a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you say 1/8 minus 1/6 equals to minus 1/s.
Yeah, I like to say that.
So it will be a different thing.
Are we gonna finish, are we gonna finish the problem?
I would like to, I got the wrong answer.
Oh, you want us to finish?
Yes, please.
So you multiply by what? 8s? No, not 8s. 41.
48.
Yeah. And then 48. Yes. So this one will be what? 6s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this one will be what?
48.
Plus 48
8s.
equals to 8s. You take that to the other side. So 48 equals to
2s.
2s. So s equals to 21.
24.
24. S equals to 24.
Oh, that's right.
It'd take that kid 24 hours to find that guy.
Yeah, it takes this.
I don't think that's correct.
It doesn't feel correct, but I got it twice.
It will take the sun 24 hours to complete the job.
He's just logged in.
Makes sense because if a man can take 8 hours, so do you think that job is so easy?
Honestly, I think I could get it a little quicker in a whole day.
No, mathematics you don't have to use, sometimes you don't have to use logic. Sometimes you just, as long as you're correct on calculation. Okay, so, all right, so let's now come to the next, and this one is more of the motion. So the next application is on motion. Okay, so one of us to read for us this.
I'll read it. Nathan walked on an asphalt pathway for 12 miles. He walked the 12 miles back to his car on a gravel road through the forest. On the asphalt, he walked 2 miles per hour faster than he did on the gravel. The walk on the gravel took 1 hour longer than the walk on the asphalt. How fast did he walk on gravel?
Okay, so this is the motion. So if we still remember, say distance equals to speed, times what? Time. Speed times time. Time is the same as distance over what? Over speed, right? So time is equals to distance over speed. So what is the question?
I don't know.
How How fast you walk on the gravel?
So it says how fast. So how fast? What are we looking for?
Time. Speed,
What are we looking for?
speed.
So how fast did he walk on the gravel? So how fast did he walk on the gravel? So how fast? Okay, so Nathan walked on the Alpha pathway for 12 miles. Huh? So you can just demonstrate by what? You can just draw, okay? So you can just say 12 miles on the Alpha for 12 miles. He walked the 12 miles back, so going this way. So he walked the 12 miles back to his car on gravel road through the forest. So coming back, the same distance. So let's say this one is asphalt, and this one is what? Gravel, okay? Through the forest. So of course, the speed will do what? Will reduce when you go through the forest, right?
Mhm.
And this one will have the same speed. So says on the Alpha, he walked 2 miles per hour faster than on the what?
Right.
On the ground. The walk on the gravel took 1 hour longer than the walk on the what? Alpha, right? So this one is a very tricky question. Very tricky. So, of course, the distance is constant, which is what?
12 miles.
12 miles. So 12 miles. 12 miles. Then we know that the time equals to distance over what? Speed, okay? Distance over speed. So if we read from this one, you walk up to here, this is okay up to there, okay? Then let's go to the next. On the Alpha, he walked 2 miles per hour faster than on the what?
Right.
Ground. So we can say the speed on Alpha and then the speed on gravel, right? So on the Alpha, he walked 2 miles per hour faster than the speed on the what? Gravel. So we can take the speed on the gravel to be what? G, okay?
Mhm.
And the speed here would be what?
G.
Plus what?
2.
Plus 2 hours. G plus 2 hours. Okay? So up
So
to,
what does the G stand for? Is it your gravel?
so this is the speed on the gravel. Yep. And then the speed on the asphalt is G plus 2.
Yeah.
The walk on the gravel took 1 hour. So the time on the what? On gravel. The walk on the gravel took 1 hour longer than the walk on the what? So it took 1 hour longer the time on the what? Alpha, okay? How fast did he walk on the gravel? How would we solve this? So we use the distance over what? Time, because we are now solving the speed, okay? So we know that time is equal to distance over what? Time. So, and the distance, let's say the distance the distance is constant for all of them. But now the time that will take them to complete the job, to work is different. So it will take this one certain time, which is equals to coming back, it says 1 hour extra, right? So it says coming back, the work on the gravel took 1 hour longer. So that means to be equal, then it will be the time that they take to go through the alpha equals to the time coming back plus what? Plus 1 hour, right? So that time will be similar, okay?
Mhm.
So therefore, to get a time, we say the distance over what? Speed, right? So this distance over the speed moving this way equals to distance all over the speed going back plus what?
One.
Plus 1 hour. So now, we know that the distance going this way is 12 miles, okay?
Mhm.
All over the speed going through the alpha is what?
G plus 2.
G plus 2, right? So G plus 2 equals to the speed on the gravel is, the distance is also constant.
Okay.
All over the speed is what?
G.
G. Plus what?
1.
Plus 1.
Mhm.
Plus 1 hour. Then now you solve the value of what? G. So you look for the value. So what is the LCD there?
G plus 2.
So what is the LCD?
Then the G plus 2.
G plus 2 and what? And G, right?
G.
So our LCD here is G plus 2 multiplied by G. And then here is G plus 2 multiplied by 4. Am I doing it wrongly? Let me see that. The work on the gravel took 1 hour longer than the work on the alpha. Yeah, I'm doing it correctly. But I did it wrongly in your notes. So in your notes, I did something wrong. Okay, so let's get the value of G. So you multiply everywhere by G plus 2 multiplied by G, and then that way. So this will cancel with G plus 2, right? You remain with G.
Twelve.
So it will be
12.
12G equals to this, and this will be what?
12.
So it will be 12G plus 2 plus what? G plus 2 times what?
G.
So 12G equals to, when you open these brackets, it will be 12G plus what?
24.
24 plus G
G
squared
squared
plus
2G.
2. Okay, so this 12G will cancel with that, right?
Mhm.
So you remain with G squared plus 2G plus 24 equals to what? Equals to 0. Are we together?
Mhm.
So you minus this 12G and this 12G, it will be 0, right? So if you take this 12G to the other side, then it will be 12G minus 12G, which is 0. You remain with 24 plus G squared plus 2G, right?
Yep.
Are we together? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm just mad because I can't find a real solution out of this.
Okay, so 24 is our what? Product.
Mhm.
We look for two numbers in which the product is 24. 4 and what? 6, right?
Mhm.
So G squared plus 4G plus 6G. Sorry. So one of them should be minus. Ah,
But, yeah.
No solution.
He gets lost in the doors.
that's what I'm saying. There is something wrong I'm doing here.
I think that the questions are wrong.
No, the question is not wrong. Let's read it again. On the effort, it took 2 miles per hour faster than on the what? Gravel. The walk on the gravel took 1 hour. The walk on the gravel took 1 hour longer. Oh, this is where we are going wrong. We are not adding here on the gravel
Subtract.
because we should be subtracting because if we add, it will be extra. You get my point?
Uh-huh.
So we should be subtracting here. Or we add in the other side,
Okay.
okay? So we should be subtracting because if we add, then it will be what? It will be more by 1 hour.
longer.
Yeah, it will be longer by 1 hour. So to be equal, then you subtract this.
I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So this should be minus
Minus 2G.
So it's just minus 24 then.
minus 24.
Okay. Now we're on track.
Why is it?
So minus 24.
I see. Makes sense. Now
So minus 6. So which one?
it'd be positive 6, negative 4. Right? Because it's the 2 is
Yes.
positive, so it'd be positive 6,
So it
negative
will be minus 6, minus 4 plus
Yep.
6, minus 24 equals to 0. So using the, in fact, you group this one, so G minus 4 plus 6, G minus 4 equals to 0. So using the zero product property, so G plus 6, G minus 4 equals to 0. Zero product property, you get G equals to what?
4.
So you take what? The positive.
So G equals 4.
So I told you it's very tricky, yeah? So
It
you
is.
need to take care. So we have 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, we can try solve one of them here. Because the other ones are similar. So Hudson travels 108 miles in a jet. So in a jet, it takes 108 miles, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And 240 miles by car. So 108 miles in a jet. 80 miles in a jet. And then 240 miles by car to get a business meeting. And 240 miles. So, and then 240 miles by car. So the jet takes 300 miles per hour. Faster than the rate of the car. Faster than the rate of the car. And the car ride takes 1 hour longer than the
Yeah.
Oh, they're traveling in the same distance, right?
Yes.
Oh, no. They're not traveling. It takes 108 miles for the jet and the other one. What is the speed of the car longer than the jet? Okay, so actually we looking for what?
Speed of the car.
Speed. And the time, well, the time is similar. So the time it takes this one up to here should be similar to the time that it takes up to here, plus the extra
I know.
1 hour. Plus the extra 1 hour. So we know that the distance, the time equals to distance of what? Speed, right?
Mhm.
So so this guy will take, for the jet is 108, 1080, all of what? 300, right? And it says the jet goes 300 miles per hour faster than the rate of the car. So the rate of the car, let's say the rate of the car is what? S, okay? So the speed of the jet will go now 300 plus what?
Plus S.
Plus S. Now this, and then it says the jet goes 300, and the car ride takes 1 hour longer than the what?
Jet.
Than the jet. So which one are we adding? So it will be for the jet plus what? 1 hour equals to what? Equals to 240. All of what? All of what? Yes. Because
Why wouldn't we subtract from like the previous?
we can subtract here 1,
On the other side?
or we can add 1 in this side. Okay? So you can actually subtract there or add here. Because it says the jet goes 300 miles faster than the rate of the car, and the car ride takes 1 hour, the car takes 1 hour longer than the what? The jet. The
Jet.
jet. Now, this guy goes very fast, and then he will reach there 1 hour earlier than what? Than the car.
Mhm.
So you can say this is the time to relax for this what? For this jet, okay? As he waits for the what? For the car to reach the destination. So it will take 108 and then plus S plus 1 hour equals to what? Equals to 240. Now you use the what? So what is our LCD?
300 plus S.
300 plus S multiplied by
S.
S. And then you cancel that, and then you look for the value of S. And then you take the positive value. Okay, so the questions there, they have the answers. If you have any issue, you can write a mail or something like that. So we can do one question or two next time.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, see you on Thursday, on Wednesday.